All you can fly, can fly. All you can fly, can fly. Hey, yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy FRE, $H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's THEFLYBOYWAY. Don't ask why, just check out the channel. And we are just leaving work on this Friday. And as you can see by the title and the thumbnail, we are going on our first all-you-can-fly Wild Frontier Pass to Puerto Rico. So again, welcome to Jeep Talk, episode 58. All you can fly from Frontier Wild Pass from EWR to Puerto Rico. It's a Friday. It's a beautiful day on a Friday. And I am getting ready to run some errands. I haven't even packed my bag yet. I want to give some people some time to join the live, but we're going to go straight in. They can catch it later. Should have had the notifications on. We are going to Puerto Rico tonight. My plane leaves at like 10 o'clock, so I'm going to run a couple errands. Of course, I got to get a shape up. I got my hair braided the other day, and we're only going for 2 days. Now, a couple years back, I think like 2 or 3 years ago, Frontier had this thing called All You Can Fly, and it was so unbelievable that I didn't want to be one of the first ones to jump onto getting it and seeing what's going on, because in my head I thought it was a risk, as well as I thought it was a oh shoot, I need to go straight. I thought the Frontier All You Can Fly Pass was a standby ticket. But my brother, shout out to my brother Mel, you guys seen him on a couple episodes already. He actually had it last year, and he used it a couple times. And because he used it a couple times, you know, he said it was okay. I said, you know what, let me do it this year. And what they did this year was they allowed you, not only did they drop the price from $4.99 to $2.99, but they also allowed you to book it 8 months in advance before it started. I'll shout everybody out in the room a little bit later. So they allowed me to book it 8 months in advance before it started. Meaning that my Frontier All You Can Fly Pass doesn't actually start to May 2026. And I get it from May 2026 to May 2027. But because they had a special going on in the beginning of September, I was able to not only get it for $299, but I was also able to get it and use it right away when I got it in September. So they gave me 8 months in advance. And I said, you know what? Whenever my son, because my son goes to his mother on the weekends when he doesn't have basketball, because he's going to do basketball this year. And whenever I don't have my son with me, or when he's on vacation from school, or even in the summertime, I'm going to use this All You Can Fly Pass. So if you don't know, the way the All You Can Fly Pass with Frontier works, based on just what I was reading, is that you purchase the pass. Mine was $299, and all you pay is the taxes on whatever destination it goes to. Now, here's the two caveats that you have to be careful of, or two issues you have to be careful of. One, you have to make sure Frontier flies out of your airport or the airport closest near you. Now, Frontier just started flying again, like I think last year, out of Newark, but it doesn't go everywhere. But everywhere stops at ATL and then goes to where it goes if it doesn't go everywhere that it goes. So, and the other caveat is that you have to, if you're booking a domestic flight, if you want the whole regular price without having to pay extra, just the taxes extra, you have to book you can only book 1 day in advance for a domestic flight, and you can book up to 10 days in advance for a and it's not promotion, it's just my experience. But you have to book 10, and you get to book 10 days in advance for an international trip. So if I want to go to Dominican Republic, like Punta Cana, I got to book 10 days in advance, and all I do is pay the taxes. If I want to go to Puerto Rico, like I'm going to now, I have to book 1 day in advance, and all I have to do is pay the taxes. Now, they do give you an option to pay a little more domestically if you want to book for further in advance. And if you're on a time schedule you might want to do that. For example, going there, I didn't have to book in advance, but coming back, I wanted to book in advance because, again, my son lives with me, so I have to be back at a certain time, and I'm still working, so I have to be back at a certain time so I could be at work. So what I did was I ended up paying about $30 more. The Frontier Pass to Puerto Rico, for example, the Frontier Pass to Puerto Rico from EWR, straight flight, and coming back is connected in Atlanta, but going the straight flight, it was $34. And if you wanted to book in advance, you have it's still a reserved seat, but if you wanted to book in advance, because it only allows you to book in one day for domestic and consider Puerto Rico domestic, then I had to pay an extra $30 for the Frontier Wild, but it was still under what the regular price was. So $65 basically is what I paid for to catch the flight back, and $34 going there. Hold on a second. This is the first time I'm taking it, so I want to see what my experience is. I was able to actually get an upgrade, which was weird. An upgrade with a free carry-on bag going there. But again, I'm not risking bringing it back, so I am going to bring a bag. I'll probably bring maybe two outfits. I'll bring my drone. I'm gonna bring my recording materials. Again, just not like a heavy bag, just enough to pack for the 2 days. Now, the only issue with Puerto Rico was this. Puerto Rico's flight, for those that don't know, coming from Newark, the Puerto Rico's flight is the South to Capricorn Way. I see you in the building. He says, how much was to go to Puerto Rico for the weekend? Hopefully you heard what I just said. $34 going there, $65 coming back, real quick. And then I had to pay for what I have to pay for. The Airbnb I got. The Airbnb I got was $170, so 34 plus 65 is rounded up to say 100. The Airbnb is $170. That's $270 for all you can fly to get there and back to Puerto Rico for the weekend. And I know a lot of people are like, well, you could have saved that $275, you could have invested that. But if you think about it, $275 in New Jersey, if you're going to go out, you're going to pop bottles, you're going to have fun, that's about the same price. And you're not on the beach. If you want to go to Miami, it's going to cost you more to go to Miami just to fly down there. If you want to go, not unless you had all you can fly, you can go down there cheap too, inexpensive as well too. But if you're in Miami and you're thinking about going out for the weekend, and you go to Komodo, it's going to cost you $250 for a meal and drinks if you take a woman out to the date. So, or $200 for a meal at least. I said $200. So again, for me, I think this is the best experience for the buck. $270, let's round it to $300. $300 for the, because I'm going to take a bus down there, but not everybody lives where the bus can take them. And I will have to take, let's add another 30. I will have to take an Uber from the airport in Puerto Rico to where I'm at in the San Juan Condado Beach area. So that let's add another $20, $30 from there. But the thing is that the more I use this, and like when I don't have to be in a rush back, then I can pay that $34 going there, $34 coming back, and that's $68. Plus when I get in contact with the same Puerto Rican or the same host in Puerto Rico, I'll get the price for his Airbnb at a better price because I don't have to use the Airbnb. Once he sees that I'm coming to Puerto Rico more often, every now and then, I can just call him up, because that's normally how it works. You use Airbnb the first time, you build a connection with the host. The next time you want to go, you don't have to use Airbnb if the host is cool, and you can connect just like that. So that's ultimately what I want to do with this. Now, right now, Frontier doesn't fly to Colombia, but Frontier is talking about flying to Colombia in the future. Now, if this all you can fly pass is still around, when Frontier starts flying to Colombia, it's going to be a madhouse. I'm hoping that if they get rid of it, they'll grandfather me in, because I've been here before they canceled. They stopped it. But if the Frontier, hold on, let me look up. I got a little brains in the background. I'll put the what's the name on. But if the Frontier Airlines starts flying to Colombia, and mark my words, I'm saying this today. What day is today? Today is hold on a second, y'all. September 20th. I'm telling you guys this on September 20th, 2025. If Frontier Airlines starts flying to Colombia, and they still have these um all you can fly passes, man, oh man, it's going Frontier about to be the new Spirit Airlines when it comes to going to Medellin, when it comes to going to Bogota, when it comes to going all over. Because a lot of people understand, and if you're just walking in the room, this is Jeep Talk, episode 58, I believe. Jeep Talk episode 58. All you can fly, from EWR to Puerto Rico on Frontier. If because man. Because people that go to Colombia, they're gonna know if I get to Bogota, if I get to any place in Colombia that Frontier flies and you can get on this all you can fly flight, I can catch a cheap flight or inexpensive flight anywhere to Colombia from Bogota, anywhere to Colombia from Medellin, anywhere to Colombia from Cartagena, pretty much anywhere to Colombia from Barranquilla. So again, I'm just hoping that Frontier does that, but again, right now, if I want to go to Mexico, let's say I wanted to go to Mexico this weekend instead of going to Puerto Rico, I would just go on Frontier.com. I'll go to Frontier, book the flight for later today, and I can come back 10 days later or come back tomorrow if I wanted to, whenever the flight allows you to come back, because there are some block off days. There definitely are some block off days, but the flight, and I checked this already, the flight from EWR New Jersey to Cancun on Frontier is $82. Remember, you're only paying the taxes. It's $82. So and so that's $160 to go to Cancun. If I want to go to Puerto Rico, I think it was like $72 each way, which is basically $145. If I want to go to Punta Cana from EWR on Frontier. Now the issue is there are a lot of blackout days where they don't fly when you go internationally. So you're going to need the availability to stay for maybe a longer period of time. But the flight is a guaranteed flight. It's not a standby ticket, y'all. It's not a standby ticket. Can you imagine the possibilities of this? Of what Frontier has? If this was on Spirit, I wouldn't even have Frontier. I'll be on Spirit all the time. But let me shout you guys out real quick, y'all. Got some messages. Let me check out real quick. Okay. Calais got in the building. What's going on? Again, the Capricorn Way. What up? Calais got in the building. Yeah, ho. Sharon Henry, what's up? Thank you, sir. It's been because of you I've traveled multiple times. I won't say because of me, because it's all on y'all. I can tell people, put it this way. I have some of the most, I went the wrong way. I have some of the most vivid and detailed video guides of multiple places. And I'd say out of 10 people, maybe 3 people go. So I wouldn't just say maybe I help, but I would definitely say it's because you took the initiative to go and challenge the status quo by going and traveling those places. So you got to give the little bit of credit I get, you got to give a lot more credit to yourself, Sherwin. Let me see. To Morocco. Yeah, Morocco women are definitely, I know, and they're going to tell you to go to their country. So that kind of helped. I'm helping you. That kind of helped me as well. What do you say? I can't. R Star says, don't say too much. They'll stop it if it starts making it too hot. I don't know. Again, if it doesn't pan out, they may stop it also. They may say, hey, there's not enough people taking it. It's not worth it for the people that we're allowing to take it. I'm back, y'all. It was a long pause, but we're going through the woods, y'all. I told you guys before, I can tell 100 people and show 100 people the Black Man's Guide to World Travel. I can show videos of me in Colombia, in Cali, Colombia, live. Shout out to Intuition. I can show live videos of me in a place like Cali, Colombia, with all the interactions of the people. I can show you. You can ask me a question. I'm back. It's a little bit more wood area, y'all. So I never really worry about getting oversaturated or somebody messing up something, because at the end of the day, the percentage of people that will say I can't, no matter how much I show them on YouTube, No matter how much I show you the difference between what you have to spend here to live and what you can spend overseas to live, what you can invest your money in here, what you can invest your money overseas, the type of women that you can get here in the United States versus the type of women you can get overseas with less headache, no matter how much I show or anybody shows, there will still be the majority of people who will say I can't and never do. So again, no matter how much I talk about this all you can fly pass on this Jeep Talk episode 58 and how amazing it sounds so far and how we're going to see it today when we go to Puerto Rico, there's going to be the majority of people who don't even try, who say, yo, $300 is not enough risk to try something that can give you all you can fly inexpensive flights all around the world. I don't know, not all around the world, but a lot of places in the world. So I'm not worried about that part. I will say this though. I think the more people that travel Frontier, the more likely and the quicker Frontier will finally go to Colombia. Will finally start going to Brazil. Will maybe even go to Thailand. Can you imagine? Listen to me, y'all. If we live in a generation, and this is just the beginning, y'all. This is just the beginning. We live in a generation where if we have the time, we can travel anywhere we want to go as cheap as it is to catch an Uber from one part of your state to another part of your state. It's more expensive for me to catch an Uber from North New Jersey to Brooklyn, New York, to Manhattan, New York, to Queens, New York, than it is for me to fly from here to Puerto Rico and back. It's cheaper for me to catch, which way? Morristown, North? I think it's North. All right, cool. It's cheaper. This is how crazy technology has made it for us. It is cheaper for me one way to fly to Mexico, Cancun, than to take a flight, to take an Uber to go to the Bronx right now. An Uber from Newark to the Bronx, no, my fault. An Uber from Newark Airport to JFK is $120. An Uber from Newark to JFK Airport in New York is $120. To get from Newark, New Jersey to Mexico, Cancun, is $82. Come on, y'all. Again, time is what you need though, because you need to be able to. Bro, this all you can fly. You should have been had this all you can fly pass. Can you imagine if all you? Let me get your comments too. Can you imagine if all you can fly flew to Thailand, Africa, or all parts of Africa, France, England? Man, listen. Listen, yo. Man, hold up. Again, y'all. I gotta probably put some air free on in here, y'all. Let me get y'all comments. Yo, shout out to my homie Tay International in the building. I'm gonna get y'all the rest of the comments. Yeah, Sherwin say you sure right. Okay. Window seats only. It's called the oh, it's not the AC not even on. It's called the Frontier Go Wild Pass. And what the Frontier Go Wild Pass is, again, I'll explain again. This is Jeep Talk episode 58. All you can fly. What it is it's an all you can fly pass that allows you to fly as much as you want, whenever you want, whenever it's not a blackout time, for just the taxes. Because the airlines has to pay taxes whenever somebody goes somewhere. So since the airline has to pay taxes, it's going to always cost the airline something. But you don't have to pay the airline fees if you want to go somewhere on the all you can fly. Now you do have to pay one-time fee of the yearly thing. And the way they did it for me, or the way they did it when I got it, was that the all you can fly pass was $499. But was 300. My fault. It was $399. And then, but they did a discount, so I got it for $299, and I got an extra 8 months so to use. So for 20 months, I get to pay $300 to fly all I want, and I fly. I don't mind a 24-hour trip. as y'all see when I was a little bit. You got any questions? Get past. Let me know. I'll answer those too. But I'll give you guys some ideas of what I want to do. I do want to go live. I do want to film some live from La Placita. Because remember, the last time I went to Puerto Rico, I had a date. I went with a good friend of mine, and it was going with a woman is going to be a different experience. This time I'm going by myself. I plan on going to La Placita, which is the area, the nightlife. Hopefully able to film it live. Again, it is hurricane season still, so there could be rain, it could be, you know, stuff like that. But again, at the price that I'm paying, I don't think it's much of a risk of what I'm paying. I plan on going to the beach. I do want to get some drone footage. I don't have any drone footage of Puerto Rico or San Juan. So again, I have things I'm going to do, and most likely I want to relax too. And it's all the tax write-off because we're doing YouTube content. It's not a vacation. It's just work. It's business, y'all. But we're going to get some time to relax. I'm definitely going to get some time to relax and really just enjoy being out in Puerto Rico. Now, again, Puerto Rico's not like Dominican Republic. It's not like Colombia. It's not where I can almost guarantee a great experience where I can go up to a woman. But you guys see me talk to women in the last, if you haven't already, check out the Art of Riz. If you haven't seen my 3 episodes of the Art of Riz, where I actually went up to a non-pro, actually talked to them, actually conversed in their language and showed you guys what I'm thinking. It wasn't Art of Riz is not a game thing. It's not me trying to gamify dating. It's not me trying to do anything but show you guys and give you guys my experience of what goes through my head as I'm approaching a woman. Now I could do the same thing in the States. The issue with the States, it would be harder to record because they're more aware of the recording and everything like that, and more don't want to be on camera in the States like that. But I could do the same thing in the States and give you guys my analysis of my breakdown. And I think that's important because, I just want people to know when you see me approach a woman, it's not like I can get women really easy. I'm 5'9", my hairline, I'm short, I'm stubby, but I also know how to approach a woman respectfully and, court her or in some manner. So that's what the Art of Riz is about. And but so I do feel as though maybe I'll get a chance to do that in Puerto Rico, as far as finding a woman to hang out, because I don't even want a bunch. I just want one I can just hang out with while I'm in Puerto Rico, and maybe every time I go to Puerto Rico we can hang out. She gotta be decent though. But I want to get something that's consistent because, again, as I can fly to Puerto Rico for $64 round trip, my fault, $68 round trip, and I can catch the bus to Newark Airport for $3 each way. It becomes more frequent that if I want to go to Puerto Rico every other weekend, I can do that. You know what I mean? So, we just got back from Cali, Colombia. You should do it. You should do a Flyboy once a year group trip. There's a reason why I don't do group trips. I don't do group trips because I don't like people depending on things to go 100% or things to go the way that we plan. Because I know people don't like adjusting, and I know people don't like when things aren't going the way that someone says they're going to go. So what I did is I created a guide. I created guides, and the reason why I created guides instead of doing group tour is because the guide is to give you a baseline blueprint of things. Now, how things go can vary from the blueprint, but the blueprint is still going to work for the majority of cases. That's why when I tell people, what I do is I do tell people, yo, if I'm going somewhere, you want to link up, you're a cool brother, you're a woman, you're a couple, we can all link up as long as everybody's cool. And as you can see on my video, I am one of the few creators. And now you can mark this down, you can write it down, you can clip farm it, you can do whatever you want to do. But it's true. If you take 10 creators in the travel atmosphere right now, while I am also still a solo traveler, I am probably, if not the only, there's probably only 2 or 3 more creators out of any list you can see that have as many people from the travel community, from the world, from the country that we go to consistently on their videos, because I am the person who doesn't mind everybody else getting shine. I don't mind anybody else getting shine on the camera, I'm filming. I like interact. I'm a people's person. I interact with people, and I like to tell an inclusive story, which is more than just my view. So it's a lot of my trips are going to look like group trips, like the trip on like the trip on to Cali, Colombia. 99% of the time, I just say I'm going somewhere, and then people ask me, "Yo, when you going?" And I tell them. It's not like we plan the same flight. We don't plan to stay in the same Airbnb most of the time. We don't plan to stay in the same area sometimes, yeah. But yeah, I've been using the Pinster app to get my okay. I heard Pinster. I still use Duolingo because I think that once you stop speaking or conversing in Spanish, it's very difficult to keep it up. So what I do is I try to speak Spanish as much now. Shout out to President Omar. I try to speak. Oh shoot, I went the wrong way. Dang. No, I didn't. I tried to speak. Yes, I did. I missed the stop. I missed the stop. I try to speak Spanish as much as I possibly can, because it gives me the practice I need. Oh no, I didn't. Just have to go. Practice I need to just keep up, man. I'm on a highway. I don't even know what. I'm on a highway. I don't even know where that's going now. If you just tune in, this is Jeep Talk episode 58. All you can fly. All you can fly with Frontier Go Wild. We're going to Puerto Rico from EWR right now. I'm going to go get some African food because I haven't had African food in a minute. Then I got to go get a shape up. No, then I got to take a shower. And then this is one thing, I got to take a shower because even though you take a shower in the morning, you go to work, I got to take a shower again because I'm not going to get to Puerto Rico until 2 o'clock tonight, in the morning tomorrow. So I'll take a shower and after get a shower, I get my shape up. You know, I like to get that Beijing, so I don't want to take a shower after I get the shape up. And then I have to pack my bag. I still haven't even packed my bag yet. And the flight is at 10 o'clock tonight. And then I have to pick my son up, go get him something to food, take him to his mother, come back, drop my car off, hop on the bus, take the bus to the airport, and then I have to park at the airport. I just don't like leaving my car outside of my driveway. But let me shout you guys out some more. Rock says, shout out to Rock. He says, now with this pass, you just need a hotel plug. Find someone who works at the Hilton, Marriott. Yeah, I mean, for people who like hotels, that is definitely smart too. Me personally, I just want to get an Airbnb plug. Because now if I get, not even one, just two. Not just one, but two. And the reason why I say this is because I like Airbnbs. I like the freedom that come with it. The Airbnb I'm going to tonight has a lockbox. So I'm able to enter the code in and just go in there anytime I show up. I like Airbnbs like that. And the reason why is because one is most likely going to give you more freedom as far as if you want to bring company over and stuff. And two, because no matter what time I arrive to Puerto Rico, I'm always be able to get into my place, get into the place that I rented. So I'm going to really try to connect with this person. I'll talk and see we can talk some more and stuff. But if this works out the way I want to work out, I might start flying chicks out to Puerto Rico to hang out. Now that I didn't get caught with Rico, I might start flying chicks out to Puerto Rico. So Wilson, Puerto Rico. That was on purpose. Fly is humble. Been watching for years, and I appreciate that, man. I think, sometimes I think the humble word is a little bit to me, but I understand it. Dog, hey, yo, like, yo, come on, man. Dog, what are you doing? But I respect it. I think the way that the word I like to use, what the heck, bro? The word I like to use, yo, learn how to drive, bro. The word I like to use is respectful. I am respectful because I understand and I've lived a lot. And I think the best thing I can ever say probably ever happened to me, one of the best things, yes, besides my kids and travel and all that stuff, is me growing up in a place where we didn't have, and I wasn't the bottom and I wasn't the top, I was in the middle. But growing up in a place like North, going through the crack epidemic, going through recessions, going through housing crashes, going through all that and living through all that, it makes me appreciate the small things like, shoot, a Frontier Fly Anywhere pass, but now I can experience the world for just $64, for just $150. So because now I look at I've always looked at the world. Oh, hold on a second, y'all. Tennessee now. All right, I'm back, y'all. Because of that, I've always looked at the world in an amazing way, because I know what it could have been. But I appreciate that, man. I'm going to Mexico in November. Flying. I'm going to Mexico in November. Flying 2 things from Bogota there with me. I salute you. Yo, bro. Again, the United States is all right. So this is Jeep Talk episode 58. All you can fly. We talked about that for like over 30 minutes. So if you guys got questions on that, otherwise we're gonna just kick it for a little bit. The United States is missing out on so much money. Let me tell you why. If I could fly my girls from Colombia here without having to need a K1 visa or some kind of visa to get here, and having to have $2,000 in their bank account, I would fly a lot of my girls from Colombia. I would have kept my place in Miami, and I would have flew my girls from Colombia to Miami. But the other option I had was getting a place in Mexico, because they can fly to Mexico without major hassle either. So yeah, I feel you, man. Like sometimes I'll be like, I wonder if Puerto Rico is the same way. I'm gonna look into it. I wonder if Puerto Rico is the same way, because I would love to fly some of the Colombian Johns to Puerto Rico, and they would do it. And if the flight is not that expensive, because Colombia and Puerto Rico aren't that far apart, if the flight was like $200 round trip, I would do it. Just start flying, because all the time getting to Colombia all the time isn't the easiest per se for me. And the reason why I say it's not the easiest is because a lot of times it's a time thing. Like I might get off of work at like 2 o'clock, right? And me getting off of work at 2 o'clock, I just missed the last flight that go to Barranquilla that left at 2. Or I just missed the last flight that go to Cali that left at 2. And I gotta still fly to Florida because there's no direct flight to Cali or Barranquilla from New Jersey. I can go to Cartagena from New Jersey, I believe, or I can go to Medellin from New Jersey directly. You know that? I can go to Bogota from New Jersey directly. I'm not sure if I can go to Barranquilla or Cartagena from New Jersey directly, but I can definitely go to Cartagena from Atlanta directly. So or New York. New York to Cartagena directly. So like, that's the one thing that gets me. But if I can get them to Puerto Rico, I can go to Puerto Rico, New Jersey, like this, $64. So it cost me $64 to fly there. It cost me $200 to get them there, and we can spend a whole week there or a week in there. Again, it's like they say don't bring sand to the beach, but when your sand is better for you. When your sand is better for you. Shout out to Mentuition in the building. Mentuition in the building. Make sure you subscribe to the Mentuition channel. He says, great question. Puerto Rico is a cheat code for having kids. Also taxes, yes. If you know, you know. Taxes are definitely the same. I think Puerto Rico and Florida are similar when it comes to tax havens. I think Puerto Rico is more of a tax haven, but it's also more of a risk because of the hurricanes and stuff. But I definitely think that I want to see if Puerto Rico can be that place where I fly out Johns from Medellin or from Colombia, because then you give them a different experience. It's a little bit more, what people would say, safer, but I don't know. We'll see. But to me, the most important thing is it's just easier for me to get to Puerto Rico, and least expensive for me to get to Puerto Rico than for me to get to Colombia, because Puerto Rico is only $64 on Frontier. Go fly. You guys got any questions? You got some time? I'll stop the video when we get to I don't know. Maybe I'll stop the video when we get home, because I was gonna stop it when we get to the well, maybe we'll make a whole hour out of this video. I was gonna stop the video when we get to she was picking the Snickers, boy, to my African place, but now I'll stop when I get home. Let's see. Shout out to Social Loaner in the building. He says, been telling people about the Frontier Go Wild pass and can hook you up with status for free bags. Yeah, I don't know if they give me free bags for some reason. They gave me free bags. I didn't get it. I thought the upgrade was gonna cost me, but it was free. Before I get to the next comment. Also, for me, I got lucky. Well, I got lucky. For me, when they first started, I wanted to get it right away. I was gonna get it regardless. But the issue was Frontier didn't fly. It stopped flying out of Jersey for a minute. Frontier had stopped flying out of Jersey for a minute, but now they're back and they fly multiple places. So let me see. He says, I fly all the time with that Frontier Go Wild Plus with the Marriott discount in Hilton. Okay. But the pass is now, the pass now, because it's $299 and starts right now and not made. Wait, hey, Social Loaner, wait a minute. But the pass now costs $299 and starts right away. Yeah, that's why I got it. Buy the pass now. Yeah, that's why I got it. I was telling people earlier. For you guys that don't know, I don't know why we didn't get a video. I don't know if a lot of you guys know this, people who are watching this in the future, people in the chat right now. I met Social Loaner my first time I went to Cartagena. Like, me and Social Loaner, I'm pretty sure that Social Loaner and I have a video together. Oh, I went the wrong way anyway. But I gotta go back into way too deep thing. I met Social Loaner when we first. Social Loaner's a cool dude. I know you guys, a lot of people might have some things to say, but I've actually met him in person. He's a real cool guy. But yeah, he has the availability because he owns his own business. He definitely has the availability to travel a lot more. And I understand that some people don't get the all-you-can-fly pass because you do need the availability to be able to get up and travel as much as you want. So that could be a thing. Shout out to brother Omar Suarez in the building. If you had to choose between Spirit and Frontier, if the price was exactly the same, it wouldn't matter to me. It just means we get. It wouldn't really matter to me because I think as long as the flights getting the price the same, but I think Spirit is more likely to go more places. And if I had to choose between Spirit and Frontier and they both had the same all-you-can-fly pass, it would definitely be Spirit because Spirit flies more places out in New Jersey. Spirit flies a hell of a lot more places out in New Jersey than Frontier. So that's how I would break it down for me. Sitting there and smoking hoop. Let's see. Let me get to y'all comments real quick. Again, I actually talking to y'all. I actually passed the turn I was supposed to make, so I got to make a run back around. Shout out to R Dub. What up? He said Spirit's the safest airlines. Surprisingly, knock on wood. I have no wood here. There's got to be some wood somewhere. There we go. Cardboard, some more wood. Knock on wood. Surprisingly, Spirit has been one of the only airlines that hasn't had a major catastrophe in the last couple years. I don't know why all of a sudden this is happening a lot. But hopefully we don't ever come across that situation. But I've been doing, a lot of people say, oh, only broke people try with Spirit. I'm cool with that. Because at the end of the day, you have different options. You can catch as many flights as you want, or you can catch limited amount of flights, and you're flying there in high class. But you're both getting there at the same place. It's not like a car. Like a car, you might want to get a more expensive car because you like how the car looks. You know what I mean? You like how people react when you're driving a car, when you're driving a Jeep. You know what I mean? You might like how people react. But ain't nobody really saying, oh my God, he flew first class on American. He flew first class on United, and that being the reason why it's stylish. Nah, he's gonna same plane as me. He went, his plane went down, my plane went down too. So I mean that's that. Hold on a second. Frontier is about. Hold up. Frontier is about to start flying the boat. Yes, that's what I said. I seen it. Social Loaner. I seen that. But the thing was, oh my God. It was nice. I seen that Frontier is going to start flying to Bogota. But when I looked at it, it said only from Puerto Rico. Now, now, if that eventually changes to New Jersey or New York, it is over. Ladies and gentlemen, I am leaving the room. If that eventually changes to New Jersey or New York, where Frontier flies out of New Jersey or New York, and the Go Wild Pass is still going to Bogota, y'all gonna see me in Bogota a lot more, for one. Y'all gonna see me in different parts a lot more, for two. And yeah, I'm gonna be flying a lot more. Cause it ain't no way that you're gonna tell me I can get to Bogota, Colombia and back for $74 or for $74 each way. Yeah. And it's gonna be every weekend thing. We're gonna be man, that's gonna be crazy. Then I might have to go get a citizenship. Get a visa. I might have to go get a visa for Colombia. Yeah, definitely. That happens. Yeah, definitely. I hold on, y'all. You wanna go get some food real quick? Hello. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, 3 seconds. Hello. Delicious. Let me get your comments. Let's see. Social one said, "Bro, you need to find you a companion pass on the airline, cause you add that to the Go Wild and you're good." The thing about that is that with the Go Wild pass, it's not a standby flight, as you know. It's not a standby flight, so I can how you doing? Oh, good, really good. So I don't really need to worry about not getting on a flight. R Dub, what up? 74? What's 74? R Dub. Shout out to Chestnut. He said, "I love Bogota. Gotta have street smarts out there." Like I said, the couple times I've been to Bogota, I've only been like in certain like areas, like different like a hotel to go, because I was waiting for the airplane and stuff. So I don't really know how Bogota is, but maybe one time I'll go to Bogota or something like that. 74 flight. Oh yeah, R Dub. If you just joined live, this is Jeep Talk episode 58. All you can fly. Okay. And with the all you can fly pass, you can fly internationally for just taxes. So if I'm going to Mexico, it's $84 each way, and that's it. It's a secure flight. So because Mexico would be as far, if not further, than Colombia, if they eventually make a all you can fly from EWR Newark Airport or New York to Bogota, it will probably only be $74. So it'll be $74 each way, and that's basically $150 to go to Colombia anytime you want. Bro, we be going to Colombia every year, every month. If that happens, we're going to Colombia. I'm not going to guarantee it, but it's most likely we'll be going to Colombia every month if that happens. Except if you got to go to Puerto Rico, because a lot of times, if you got to go through another stop, you may get stopped. Might get in trouble. Might get stranded or get stuck in that stop because of weather, because of things like that. And a lot of things I got to be back on time because I got to take my son to school the next day. So shout out to Eddie J. Yo, Eddie J in the building. What up? Make sure you check out Eddie J channel too. Flight to Cancun is $80, and I'll be taking day trips. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Not day trips, not like for the day, but overnight trips. I call it overnight trips. So if I leave here in the morning, at like 7, I'll get to Cancun by 12. I'll leave the next day at like 3. That's probably the most, internationally, that's the most I could do. But with this said, I know next time, my passport is not due until the 20th. I think my passport expires on the 28th, 2028. But I think I'm going to need another passport. I'm going to need another passport before then. If this Frontier thing start flying to Colombia, I'm definitely going to need another passport before then. So, passport book. Let's see, y'all. I hurt my wrist slip. One second. Hello. Yeah, no plantain. No plantain. Fish. Fish looks delicious. Yes, fish. One second, y'all. One and one egg. Gravy and gravy. One egg, yeah. Thank you. Let me see, y'all. Got change. Hold a second. I got change. Let's put in the thing. The social owner says coming back to the States is more, depending on the airport tax. That's why London have the highest taxes. Oh, I seen that because um I thought, okay, maybe I was wrong. Coming back to the States, if it, I don't know. I didn't think about that. Maybe that's why it costs more because it costs me more to come back from Puerto Rico than to go to Puerto Rico. And because you can't book a round trip ticket unless it's international. You can't book a round trip ticket because you can only. Oh, maybe that's why it costs $65 instead of 34. That shout out to Social Loan. I didn't think about that. I just thought they was charging me more money to because I booked in advance. But that'd be crazy. Um, Let me see. Yeah, them overnight trips. Call them. Okay. Eddie J says I don't. I'm on for Eddie J. Does the pass? I thought Eddie J had. I don't know. There's probably another Eddie J too. I don't have a channel. Does the pass give an actual seat? Yes. Eddie J. The pass is an actual seat on the plane. Oh shucks, my fault. Hold on, I gotta pay with my thing. Hold on, pause. All right, I'm back, y'all. I had to pay my card. No, the flight is an actual flight, y'all. That's the craziest. Like again, I thought it was a buddy pass at first. Thank you. All right. I thought it was a buddy pass, but it's an actual flight. It's an actual seat, and sometimes they give you an upgraded seat. They offered me one, but I took the baggage instead. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. The Capricorn, where you at? Where you eating at? You see, Garden City Restaurant. The best, second best African food. The first best is actually Afro Taco, but this is my favorite right here because it's close to me. Afro Taco is a little bit further now, but Afro Taco is the first best tasting one, and then Garden Plaza is number 2, and Garden Plaza is probably the best price one though, to be honest. But my homie works at Afro Taco. My homie owns Afro Taco, so I'm definitely more likely to go there if it was closer. Oh shoot, she alright. How much are the pros in Puerto Rico? Here's the thing, Capricorn Way. I'm not able to talk about that on YouTube, but I do want to find out for myself. But you know, you got to be more cautious because Puerto Rico, while it's not the United States, it's still not Dominican Republic. It's still not Colombia. It's still not Brazil. So it has different rules. Let's see. Top's Diner is still around, man. Hey, Top's Diner is still around, Capricorn Way. I mean, it's still around, but that boy been around since I was man, oh man, and people still go there. I mean, let me see. Social owner said no, it costs more because you're booking out. Okay, so if you're booking within the United States, you have to book the same day. If you're booking internationally, oh yeah, that social owner, I know that part, but that is not what I was mentioning. When you're booking within the United States, you have to book within a 1 day thing, like you said. When you're booking internationally, you have to book within. You can book within 10 days. The issue is Puerto Rico isn't the United States, and it isn't internationally, so they treat it differently. I think, my opinion. Oh, they're about to fight. I have crazy road rage. So the thing is that Puerto Rico charges more coming back. I thought it was because I booked out in advance. Like normally you say you go 1 day or 10 days, but with Puerto Rico, they let me book 10 days. I think. I don't know, y'all. Maybe it was. Maybe Puerto Rico is international. Maybe that's why it costs more coming back. I have no clue. I know going there was $34. No, coming back was $34 also. It was when I booked for the next day, it was $34 also. I don't know. I can't. Sometimes I want to assume. I don't assume. I want to try to give my thoughts and stuff, but I just don't know. I don't know why. Like if I look for a flight from Puerto Rico to EWR Newark Airport right now is $34. It's $34. But if I look for a flight for Puerto Rico 5 days from now, and I can catch one, it's like $65. So I don't know, and that's the tax. So there's no tax on tax. Yeah, Puerto Rico is considered a domestic. Okay, I was right. Okay, you're right. Therefore, you can only book. No. Hold on a second. That's Rocky Mortgage now. No, Social Loaner. That's not true. That I know is not true. Because I booked my Puerto Rico trip, coming back and going last week. I booked my Puerto Rico trip coming back and going last week. No. This week. I booked going this week. I booked coming back last week. That's why I thought last week cost me more money. Like I definitely booked. Yeah, I booked last week. It was $65, and it was on the Go Wild. The Go Wild fee was $65. So yeah. Shout out to Show Enough in the building. What up? If you guys just tuning in, we're gonna go to the crib. We're gonna eat, get a shower, go get my shape up, come back. Pack my bag for Puerto Rico. Then my son should probably be getting out of school, or no, my son's mother should call him so I can get him out of school. But we'll see. I had a hack that could get you a diamond status on Frontier. It works again. I'll hook you up with, means you get free bags first class. Oh, that's super dope. As long as they don't give me no trouble, I'll look into it definitely. You ain't get no jam, get me all jammed up. I will say this though. But I was one of the people who brought Spirit Saver. But before I had Spirit Saver, I had Frontier. I had brought Frontier. Frontier was the first airlines that I ever got the little discount then. And then Frontier ended up not flying out of Newark no more, so I canceled the discount then, and I started flying Spirit, and that's when I got the Spirit Saver. And I'm still with the Savers Club in Spirit, but now I have the Frontier all you can fly past because Spirit goes more places. So, yeah, that's pretty much been my setup for flying. You hitting Thailand year or 2027? I'm hoping that 2027 will be the year that I hit Thailand. And the reason why I said that is because I'm hoping and working on. It's going to become real soon. I ain't going to say too much. I don't want to talk too much into it until it happens. 2026 being the year I finally get to buy sheets. Fire, bro. Straight fire. I'm hoping 2026 is the year I get to get my property in Colombia. I am currently talking to different banks to find out who has the best home equity line of credit and home equity loan, depending on which route I still want to go. And then 2026 will be the year because my credit is already shot to where it needed to be, and I started the process. So 2026 should be the year I get my place in Colombia. 2027 should be Thailand. I'm just trying to figure out when I want to go to Thailand. I think I'm going to go when Zoom has his fest, Zoom Fest. I know Zoom Fest, I believe 2026 is going to be somewhere else. But Zoom definitely said, even if he doesn't have his fest, I would go in November. So it may be November 2027, the way I'm looking at it. And the reason why I don't want to try to squeeze it in when I get my property in 2026 is because if I get my property, if everything goes well and I get my property in Colombia in 2026, then I want to spend that whole year focusing on fixing it up the same way I fixed up my Miami property. So that's optimally what I want to do. So yeah, that's Thailand 2027. Social Loaner, any questions you have about Go Wild Pass, I can answer. Hey Social Loaner, now that you have a channel, Social Loaner, where you're consistent, you should make a video, just a simple 8.5 not too long. Make a video 8.5 for the long form. Make a 1.5 minute or 1 minute short video describing your experience on being a Frontier Go Wild member for 2 years. Maybe while you're talking, maybe splice in slices of your trips, because I'm sure you record it even though you're not posted it yet. Maybe splice in shots of your trips to help people understand. I'm certain that's going to go viral, because the more people start looking into it, if they have your video to go to, they're going to watch it a lot. Long form and short form video. I would make one, which I'm doing now, as you can see, but I can only make one based on my right now experience for the first time. But you have the power to make a video explaining all the tricks of the trade, except for the ones you don't feel like you want to give out. And then maybe even monetize. I know you don't really care about it, but maybe even monetize it more when people, you can tell people the same thing you're telling me. There's ways that you can do certain things. Let's see. The pass right now is early booking. Yeah, we did that. Or now, or has early booking, which means they're honoring some dates at the same price. Yeah, okay, that's what it is. Okay, but the earlier the booking has a fee. Okay, so I was right when I said that, how I mentioned it. It's crazy because it's cheaper than the typical ticket. Yes, that's exactly what I said. See, I was right. I thought it was something else, but yeah, that's exactly how I explained it. Shout out to DJ Intercontinental, y'all. If they do the fly pass to Colombia, it's a wrap. I'm in Orlando. We were when they was to Bogota. That's crazy, bro. Like I said, they doing it to Bogota. Now, even from Bogota, you still got to take a flight to, if you're going to Medellin. But if you looking at it, that's going to still be worth it. It's going to still. But here's why I see another way of looking at how to use the Frontier Pass. If you have the time, if you have the time, and you can just go somewhere, the Frontier Pass will allow you, no matter what, to get home from wherever you're at. So you won't have to do no fundraisers. You won't have to do no take any loans, because the Frontier Wild Pass, if you're stuck in Colombia, if you're stuck in the Dominican Republic, if you're stuck in Brazil, even if you might not be able to get on this flight, there'll be another flight you can get on for $80. That's beautiful, man. Beautiful. You going? So I'm definitely, like I said, I think for me going to Thailand for the first time, Songkran is cool. I don't know if I really want to go for Songkran. I like to record a lot of stuff, and water and recording ain't really a good combination. But I do want to link up with Zoom when I go there, because we've missed linking up so many times. Whether it was I was in Miami and he was going to Miami for something and we just missed by a couple of days, or he was going to Colombia and I'm just coming back from Colombia. So I definitely want to link up with Zoom. I also want to link up with Czech too, because there's no reason why me and Czech haven't linked up yet, because we've both been planning behind the scenes to link up certain times. It's always like, yo, I'll be in Miami at my place, when I have my place there, and he had just been leaving out, or I'm in Colombia. So those are the two people that I still like want to like link up with, because like I said, I've known them as far as conversing with them behind the scenes and stuff for a long time. So yeah, again, we'll see what the Frontier Wild Pass do. I may have to take a flight to Puerto Rico and for a collab. Yeah, I definitely I'll be open to linking up with Social Loner again, because the first time we only linked up for like a couple, like 20 minutes, like a quick, maybe 10 minutes, a quick introduction. I think I was with Ace and them at the time. I was with TJ Maxx and Ace. But yeah, we definitely could do an interview, or we definitely do a conversation. We could definitely go out and do. I think it'd be, you guys. I think, my assumption, my presumption. Not to say that I'm the best, but not to say that I'm the only one that could do it. But I feel like, in my opinion, when people collab with me on my videos or on videos, you get to see another side of them than you don't see, or you get to see them in a somewhat better light than a lot of people see them online. I don't know what it is. I guess it's my energy. I have a positive energy. I'm never really like that, but I feel like you just get to see people in a better light, and I think like yeah. But of course, there's some interviews I probably or some meetings I probably wouldn't do as much because again, brand is important, and I got to keep my brand a certain way. But I definitely think that Social Loan, I could definitely link up with him. Let's see, y'all. Africa next year? Nah, but I just came back from Africa this year. Like I brought the year in Africa. Like I brought in the year in Africa. In other words, I did the countdown. It's on my channel. You guys can see I brought in the year in Ghana. So, yeah, and I got lucky too because last year my job allowed me to take off during Christmas. That is so rare. This year, there's no days off for Christmas. I'll just say that there's no days off for Christmas. So I'll be in the States for Christmas, and then also this year I gotta stop talking because my voice is getting messed up. Also this year, New Year's falls on a Thursday. New Year's Day falls on a Thursday, so we got to go to work the next day. I wish when it's on a Friday I get more time, but yeah. So I want to make sure my voice don't mess up like it did when I was in Colombia. So I'm gonna get to you guys if you got any questions. All right, cool now. Ah man, Social Loan is a wild boy. Yeah, again, like I said, but I mean, while Social Loan's statement is wild, I will say it has some validity. Whereas you get the audience that you, based on your character, based on your personality. Let's not say character. The audience you get is going to be based on your personality and how you do stuff. Like I don't really have, and I'm cool. I don't have that 300, 400, 500 people in the chat audience, and I'm happy about that. The reason why I'm happy about that is that I'm able to control my not control. I'm able to have a audience of people who can control themselves and who aren't always looking for the quick laugh or the quick and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just different audiences. The quick laugh or the quick view of entertainment, and it's not all education because we get into the business as well. But I like to have that audience where I can just sit and we can talk. We don't gotta always be talking about other creators. We don't gotta always be talking about a trip. We can just have a simple conversation about the past that I got about going on the flight, or we can have a simple conversation about finance. And I think who said that? Jay-Z had a line. It's like somebody said. I'm gonna quote this, Matt. I'm in the song. Misquote this real wrong. Somebody in the chat could correct me. He was like, somebody said, "It's not a lot of us." And it's like, but there's enough of us. Something like that. I was just thinking about that. It was, I wish I could get the line better. It would make this thing better. But we just parking right now. I'm in the driveway. Give me a second. You know, black people, we gotta be quiet when we parking so we don't hit nothing. All right, so we're gonna park right here. Go upstairs and eat. All right, here we go. But I appreciate everybody joining the live, y'all. The next live, I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but we should be in Puerto Rico. The next time we go live, we're not gonna go live from the airport, but the next time we go live, we should be in Puerto Rico. And this has been Jeep Talk, episode 58. All you can fly, can fly. Frontier, go wild pass from EWR to Puerto Rico. And I'll see you in the next video. Puerto Rico!